Hey everybody, it's Jalil. I'm back at you again. Just wanted to just another message. You get what I'm saying? This all this will ever be is just a message, and you know, I see a lot of people viewing it, but I'll be just happy, if it just sparks, idea, motivates just a few people. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm here to do. I'm just here to give back, the shares, everything. You don't even have to do that. Just simply viewing it, taking the time to watch the video for whatever minutes, I may be taking your time for. All I want to do is just make the most of that time and make that, something actually beneficial to you. I think, and I know that, I'm a strong believer that knowledge is power. And, I just feel as though if more people knew what I know, just a lot of things just would be better. So it's like, it's here. All that is here. I don't want nothing in return. If it does something for you, all I want you to just be like, to Jalil, hey Jalil, this did this for me, and I'm happy with that. But today I want to talk to you about perspective. Perspective. Your view of things. And sometimes just talking to someone else and hearing their story, they'll make you feel like the things that you were stressed out over it's nothing. It is nothing. And that actually happened to me, having an interesting conversation with, some very important, men in my life, and speaking to them and then hearing their stories. And I'm just like, God damn, like, I felt like a coward for my complaints. I felt like, felt different, and it made me look at things, more optimistic, more open, because no matter how bad your bad is, it can be worse, and each day, like Paul said, cousin Paul said, he said any day that you're not in the hospital, you're above ground, you're alive, you're healthy, it's a blessing. So, just make the most of these gifts, these simple gifts that you have. You're looking at life like it's harsh and this isn't going my way and that isn't going my way. And then you have somebody in a whole other country that doesn't even have rights. So how you can go out and actively seek someone doesn't even have that ability. I think I read somewhere that, the internet is even monitored. You're only allowed to do certain things. You're only allowed to speak up and say certain things in certain countries. But here in America, you're just free to express yourself. How I'm able to do this video, it's just simple perspective. And if you look at things, sometimes, you can look at things from a bad angle, but then you also have the ability to adjust the way you look at it, look at it from a whole different angle, which would bring out a whole different perspective of the situation. I think, a lot of us just need to simply slow down, and really analyze the situation for what it's worth. And as long as you're able to breathe, as long as you have 2 feet, as long as you have, 2 legs, arms and hands, I think we're all just capable of great things, great accomplishments, as long as we have our health and wellness. And for those of you that don't, you do have the handicap, you just have to sometimes be stronger than people and with other things, like having heart, having that heart and having that ability to push forward throughout extreme circumstances, having that mental toughness, anything you lack, I just think that it's very, very important to strengthen any ability that you have and make that your bread and butter. Me, on my birthday was December 11th, and on my birthday, I'm always reflecting while I'm in the gym, while I'm just sitting in the house. I'm always reassessing things, reevaluating life. And it's just accountability, man. I thought a lot about accountability, personal ownership, regardless of the situation. You might have did me wrong. You might have done something bad to me. I take accountability for that. Things didn't go the way I wanted. Someone dropped the ball there. I take accountability for that. Because when you own situations, it's like having control. And you know that you're in control and no one else, created factors in your life. No one created, bad situations in your life. When you take accountability and you take ownership for things going on in your life, you realize that you have control, and then you go about those situations better. I think you think more clearer. You're more precise. You it's just a more control of the situation, and knowing that you have more control over your life. So it's like that's the big word of this year is just simple accountability, and realizing that you control your destiny. We all control our destinies, and that's something that I want us all to focus on. Um, it's just not those important dates that we set in our lives. Hey, like women, like my party this day, I want to fit into this dress, you know, for this date, my birthday. All right, what about those days leading up to that date? Those are very important, and that's just been saying to myself today. Like I don't look too far ahead until tomorrow. I don't dwell on the past. Live more in today and focus on winning every day. Like win those days versus yourself, because at the end of the day, life is a marathon, and the worst thing that you can do in a marathon is run someone else's race. Hey, at the beginning, this person's sprinting, so I'm a sprint. But by them sprinting, they can tire themselves out. And by you running their race, you tire yourself out just trying to keep up with them when there's so much left to this marathon, and this marathon called life. So stop sprinting, everyone, and run your own race. And I greatly appreciate you watching this message today.